morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. This is Hamongoro. Kindly subscribe, share, and like my YouTube channel. My YouTube name is Hamongoro. Now, the world that we're living in is a woman's world. Yani dunia tunaishi ni dunia ya wamama. And why do I say so? I'll give you a few examples as to why I am saying so. Because this is a woman's world. Number one, when a man has a good car, it attracts more ladies to him. Yani mwanaume akiwa na gari mzuri, wanawake wengi wanavutiwa na hiyo gari. Yani it attracts a lot of ladies to him. Okay? But when a lady has a good car, it repels guys away from her. Mwanamke akiwa na gari mzuri, believe me you, hakuna mwanaume anataka kumkaribia. This is the world that we're living in right now. So mwanamke akiwa na gari mzuri, wanaume they're scared, they run away from her. But when a man has a nice car, it attracts, inamletea wanawake wengi. That is the truth. Number two, a teenage boy impregnates his teenager girlfriend. A teenager boy impregnates his teenager girlfriend. The girl drops out of school. The boy continues with his education. This is the world that we're living in. Yani kijana teenager anapea msichana teenager mimba. Huyo msichana ana drop out of school to take care of the baby, while the teenager boy continues with his schooling, continues with his career. This is the kind of life that we are living in. This is the world that we are living in. It is sad, but it's the truth. So, number three, a guy catches his girlfriend with another guy. Yani mwanaume anakutana na girlfriend wake akiwa na mwanaume mwingine. The guy fights his girlfriend. Huyu mwanaume anaanza kufight na girlfriend yake, kumuuliza, why are you doing this to me? But on the other hand, when a lady catches her guy with another lady, she starts fighting the other lady. Yani mwanamke akipata jari yake ako na msichana, boyfriend wake akiwa na msichana mwingine, what this girl will do, or what she does, is to fight the other woman. Ni kupigana, anaanza kuchapa huyo mwanamke mwingine, badala ya kuchapa boyfriend ama muulize ni nini hiyo unafanya. By the way, I don't advocate for fighting, because if somebody has shown you true colors about him, about her, don't waste your time fighting, because fights will not solve nothing. Fights will not help you in one way or the other whatsoever. Kama umepatana na mtu amekuonyesha karasi zake, umepata your girlfriend, your wife akiwa na mwanaume mwingine, what is the point of fighting, my brother? What is it worth it, lady? You look what will happen if things go south. Mlembo, ukipata bwana yako akiwa na mwanamke, stop fighting the other woman. Ask your husband, ask your boyfriend, what is this that you are doing? Stop fighting. And after all, the only gift that you can do or give them, the only Christmas gift that you can give them, let them stay together and be happy. Let them live your life, because they have shown you who they are. Lakini mwanaume akipata girlfriend wake with another man, the guy will deal with the girlfriend. However, if a woman catches her boyfriend or her husband with another woman, that woman will start fighting another woman. It's not worth it. Fights are not worth it. God has revealed something about that person. The best you can do, let's set them free and be happy for them. Let them start a new life somewhere. So this is the world that we're living in. It's a world of women. Now, let me go to number 4. The older a man becomes, the higher the number of ladies available for him. Yani, the older the guy gets, the more women are readily available for him. While the older a lady becomes, the fewer the number of guys available for her. Yani, vile mwanaume anaendelea kuzeeka. Zisema wale wanazeeka ni wale wanazeeka wakiwa na akili, wakiwa na kakitu. The more women, even younger, all types of ages, wako available kwake. Lakini mwanamke, the more she gets older, no men are available for her. And it is sad, but it's the truth. And it's the world that we're living in. And this world is so funny. We're living in the same world. But the older the man, the higher the number of ladies available for him. The older a lady becomes, the fewer the number of guys available for her. This is the world that we're living in. Number 5. A 76-year-old man can still marry a 26-year-old lady, while a 36-year-old lady is tagged too old to get married. This is the world where we are living in. Yani, mwanaume ako miaka 76 anaweza wa msichana wa miaka 26. While on the other hand, msichana ako 36 years old, the society names her or calls her an old lady to get married. A 36-year-old lady is tagged too old to get married. This is the world that we're living in. Number 6. A man loses his wife to death and remarries a year after. Yani, mwanaume anapoteza bibi yake through death. Anaoa after 1 year. Then the society claps for him and says he did the right thing. Otherwise, he was so lonely. Yani, wanasema amefanya kitu mzuri. A year later, wanasema this guy has done something so good. At least now, ataishi easy. He's done something so good. So the society claps for him. But on the other hand, the society even congratulates him for moving on, because ubweke ungemuoa. Yani, the society inamwambia, my brother, mzee, umefanya vizuri sana. Huyu ni mwanaume, bibi yake amekufa. A year later is married. Alafu unasikia the society claps for him, congratulating him. Thank you for moving on. You've done a wise decision. You've made the right decision. Thank you so very much. While on the other hand, a woman loses her husband to death and remarries after 4 years. Yeye amechukua 4 years. Mwanamke bwana yake amekufa. Amechukua 4 years. Then she remarries after 4 years. What? Then the society starts saying, why so early? Then they start asking themselves questions. Are you sure she wasn't sleeping with the man even when her husband was alive? Uko sure akuwa analala na huyu mtu hata before the husband yakufe? Are you sure hawakuwa na relationship before the husband dies? That was why she killed the husband. Sasa watasema hiyo ndio sababu alioa bwana yake ndiye aolewe na huyu. Now they will label the woman as the one who killed the husband in order to get married to this current guy who is remarried. This is the world that we're living in. You see, we are doing things the same, but but the society implicates us differently. I saw a clip recently. It's funny. By the way, there is nothing that has not happened. I saw a guy who passed away. During his funeral, believe me, I was surprised and I was shocked. A guy came during the funeral, knelt down, proposed to the wife of the guy who's dead. A guy came and proposed to the widow before even the casket could be lowered into the grave. The guy went on his knees, he proposed, and the woman accepted. What do you have to say about that? Because that was a shock to me. Honestly, if I were that woman, even if they had a relationship prior to the death of the husband, they could have waited until the funeral is done. Then the guy will come and propose. The question I ask, must this guy propose during the funeral service? What an insult. What an injury on top of another injury, or another on top of a loss of a son. What an insult that he was to the family of that bereaved man. Imagine even this woman, she had no chills. She accepted the proposal. The guy even put a ring on the woman's finger while the casket of the husband was laying just there. That tells you, in fact, now watu tuko kwa ndoa, we are living a very bad life. But at least, hata kama upendo umetoka, tukue na utu kidogo. Even if our love is death, where is humanity? Be a little bit considerate to the family of the late. I know you have to move on, but must you move on during the funeral service of your husband? Must you show everybody? What a timing. What the woman said, I'm not saying is wrong, because the guy is dead. But the timing of the events was totally out of the way, was totally wrong. They got it wrong completely. Even the guy had no respect for that family. Even the mother of the guy who was in that casket. Who was in that casket? So even the guy who proposed did not have respect hata kidogo ya marehemu. You cannot, siwezi kuwa mtu ako kwa sanduku pale, leo ni siku ya mashishi na wewe ndio unakuja kupropose. Wewe ndio unakuja kupropose na unaenda chini on your knees in front of mourners. In fact, ingekuwa wale watu ninajua samani, it's now said that we are civilized. Na watu wameenda shule. Ule mwanamke angetandikwa na huyo mwanaume watoke hapo, we bury our brother. So some respect to the late. Kuwa na heshima. So hakuna kitu ambayo ijawahi fanyika ulimwenguni. Believe me. Now, let's go to another one. Number 7. A married man is caught in bed with another woman. If a married man is caught in bed with another woman, his wife is asked to forgive him and move on. Yani mwanamke akikuja pale bwana yake kwa kitanda na mwanamke mwingine, normally what they would do, the society will ask the woman to forgive her husband na asonge. Sio eti asonga aende na maisha ifanye nini? Iende wakiwa pamoja. I'm telling you, if a married man is caught in bed with another woman, his wife is asked to forgive him and move on. Amsamehe na waendelee na maisha ya kawaida. While on the other hand, if a married woman is caught in bed with another man, the husband, what they do, asks her to leave his house immediately. Not tomorrow, not later in the evening, immediately. Now is the now is the time. Wanasemaga mapema ndio pesa. Yani unaona how things work differently. Yani mwanaume akipata mwanamke bibi yake kwa kitanda na mwanaume mwingine, all he'll do, huyu mwanaume nikwambia, bibi yake atoke na aende kabisa. Na aende saa hii. Kama sio saa hii ni sasa hivi. Sio jioni, sio kesho, saa hizi atoke aende. Lakini mwanaume hakipatikana na mwanamke kwa kitanda, yeye watu wanamwambia wanaume wako hivyo, musamee, men are like that, musamee na usonge. There is one lady I love. I was listening to another lady recently. Alisema, I like the way women say that all men are dogs. But this woman said clearly, if you are a woman, stay clear from my husband. Stay clear away from my husband. Stay away from my dog. My dog is a German Shepherd. Sio hizi umbwa za kienyeji. Yani alisema wanaume wote, wanawake wanasema wanaume wote ni maumbwa. Lakini mwanamke alisimama akasema, mimi sitaki kuona mwanamke akiwa na umbwa yangu. Umbwa yangu ni German Shepherd. Sio hizi za kienyeji mnaona zinaruhusiwa chakula kwa zinakula. No. If all men are dogs, I agree with you. But please keep off my dog, because my dog is a German Shepherd that I really cherish, I adore, I praise, I do everything to my dog. So if all men are dogs, if you are a woman, keep away from my dog. I really respect that woman. I had never seen it in that way, but I learned something. She said, if you want peace, stay away from my dog. Imagine kama mwanaume yeye akipatikana na mwanamke mwingine kwa in the act, wanamwambia msamee, mwanamke anaambiwa msamee. Na women have a soft heart of forgiving. But mwanaume akipata bibi yake kwa kitanda na mwanamke mwingine, atoke sasa hivi ama sasa. Anamwambia afanye nini? Aende. And that is the world that we are living in. Number 8. If a man rises to be the CEO of the company, yani if a guy gets promoted to be a CEO of a company, people will say he got there by hard work and determination. That's what people will say. Yani mwanaume akipata promotion akuwe CEO wa company, watasema amefika huko kwa sababu ya hard work yake na determination. But on the other hand, if a woman rises to be the CEO of the company, even if the staff are all women, she is suspected to get there by sleeping with the board of members or the owner of the company. Yani mwanamke yeye akipromotiwa akuwe CEO of a company, hata tuseme ni wanawake wanafanya hiyo company peke yake, ni wanawake peke yake ndio wanafanya kwa hiyo company, hata akiwa promoted akuwe the CEO, the society and everybody will condemn her, saying she got there through the bedroom. Through what? The bedroom. Alipitia kwa kitanda ndio akapromotiwa, akafanya nini? Akafika pale. Na hiyo company, the company ni ya wanawake peke yake. Employees, all of the employees there ni wanawake. So somehow one of them could have been promoted. Lakini because it's a woman, watasema alifika pale kupitia wapi? Kwa bedroom. So yeye hakupitia pale vizuri. But mwanaume, do you see different, we are living in the same world, but different views, opinions, and everything. What does this tell you? My brother, my sister, be focused. Be determined. You cannot stop people from saying whatever they say. You cannot stop people from doing what they do. But you have a sole priority. You have a sole responsibility of how you respond to what people are talking about you, what people say about you, what people throw at you. You have a choice to treat it with the contempt it deserves. You have a choice to ignore completely. Don't listen to people. After all, if you listen to everything that people throws at you, if you listen to everything that people talks about you, then you start answering one by one. My sister, my brother, you will not go anywhere. And especially when people are talking about you, be proud of yourself. Know that you are doing something special that they are not doing. And if you don't want people to talk about you, if you don't want people to throw stones at you, my sister, my brother, don't do nothing, just be there. Live a mediocre life. They will say, he's done, she's done. That's it. I'm telling you, she is done. And they will never talk about you. But when you are succeeding, climbing the ladder of success in your life, be ready for criticism. People will talk about you day and night. You will become the talk of the people. You will be the talk in people's mouths. Remember, when you go on the top, be ready to be the topic of discussion in people's mouths. Be ready, be prepared. Psychologically, mentally, spiritually, be prepared. They will talk. When you become at the head, you will be the headlines in so many people's mouths, in so many people's discussions. People will talk and discuss about you. But one thing that makes me happy is one. If people put you where they want you to be, remain there, my brother, my sister. But that is not where God wants you to be. Human beings will never do anything that will make you successful in life. They are, but they are few. Let me ask you something, my brother here. Are you so much worried what people are talking about you? Are you afraid of doing things because people will talk? My brother, my sister, get out of that comfort zone, break the ranks, move on. Break that chain of poverty. Break that chain of not getting married. Do things out of ordinary. Sacrifice your life and be great. You can be different in a world where everybody is the same. You can do things differently in a world where people are doing the same things over and over and yet expecting different results. Where on earth? My brother, my sister, this is the world that we're living in. Let people talk. At the end of the day, they will retire to their houses and sleep. You are the one who knows where your shoe pinches most. Wewe ndio unajua shida za familia zako. Wewe ndio unajua mahali umetoka. Wengine kwa familia zao wako sawa. So wewe ndio unajua. Waje waseme umelala na bosi, umefanya. Songa kusonga, my sister. Move on. Don't listen to naysayers. Usisimame waiting for the dogs to bark at you. And then you lift a stone and throw to every dog that barks at you. You will be late to your destination. You will be late to get to your full potential. Ignore them. Move on. Just be deaf. People say a lot of things. Whether you do, you don't, people will always talk about you. Whether you are beautiful, otherwise, this way, you know what? People will always talk about you. The best thing you can do, learn how to ignore people. A lot of people don't wish you well after all. At least you got there through the bedroom. At least you did something. What is their take in your business? Why are they so much worried about your business? Why are they so much bothered about your life? If they choose to do so, there are so many men out there who have money, who owns companies. You can also go as a woman and do the same. Stop talking about others. Stop worrying about other people's business so much that we forget about ourselves. So let me continue. This is the world we're living in. Some people will read this post and will neither like nor comment on it and won't even give the thumbs up. Let me tell you something, my sister. It is because I am not to the top yet. But make no mistake. Your life is your life. Live your life the way you know best. Life has no copy and paste. God created us with a plan of each and every person in mind. Not collectively, individual plan. So your plan cannot be someone else's plan. It cannot be. It cannot be, no matter what you do. So what am I trying to say here? What I'm trying to say, my sister, be focused. Work hard. You know, in this world, we need people to touch and lift our hands. Sometimes we need people to touch us in a special way and say, it will be okay, and give you a hug. So what am I trying to say here? Soldier on. The world is full of negative people. There is a lot of negativity coming out of the world. And this is the world that we're living in. After all, remind yourself, this is not our home. We are refugees in this world. We are just passers-by. Don't let a season of your journey deter you from moving forward. Live your life the way you know best. And above all, have the fear of God. If you have God in your life, nothing shall happen to you, but you shall reach your destiny in Jesus' name. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for subscribing to my YouTube channel. And my YouTube name, as always, it is Sam Ongoro. Kindly subscribe, share, and like. See you in my next video. May God bless you. Till next time, have a lovely, lovely weekend. And bye-bye. Thank you.